Welcome to Drone Yoga, everyone. Today we're at the beach and we've decided to practice a standing practice. So the entire practice will be standing from now until our shavasana. And it's great. You don't put pressure on the wrist and you challenge your balancing if you're on sand and you don't lay down if you're not on a comfortable place to lay down. All you need is your breath and a smile. So let's begin by standing for a moment. Feeling yourself grounded, your feet on the earth, your hips stacked over the feet, your breath flowing slow, deep through the belly, the chest, and the back. Your awareness is at the breath, so you are fully present. Slowly open the eyes if they're closed, and we'll begin to move. Starting with the ankles or knee rotations, you can do figure eight with your knees, going in one direction and then in the opposite direction, so you're really warming up the lower part of the body. And from here, we're shifting to the hips, big, nice circles with the hips, warming up the hips and even the lower back, going in both directions, again, switching if you haven't. Breathing all the while. And from here, moving into the shoulders, big movements of shoulders back. To that, you're going to add the elbows. Really warming up the upper body. And going in the opposite direction, moving forward with the shoulders, with the elbows, while breathing, while staying present. But pausing for a moment and do some circles with your hands, with your wrists, warming up your wrist. I know we won't be putting pressure on the wrist, but it's good anyway. Open, close your hands strong and fast. Great. And then we'll move to head and neck rotations. Go ahead and going at your pace. You can see I'm going very fast, Kasha's going very slow. We all have to listen to our bodies and see what is right for us. Switching direction if you haven't. Okay. Then go ahead and take the right arm up over the head, bend the elbow and place the hands behind the back. Move your head backwards so you're really opening up the shoulder, the chest, the elbow. And if you want to deepen even further, you can take your left hand down alongside the body. This will help stretch all your right side. Breathing. Slowly release the arm. The left arm up, bend the elbow, place it behind the head, start to shift back, and then maybe you're also going to shift down to the right side with the right arm. Slowly coming up and release. Taking the right arm up, and maybe you're holding the right arm with the right wrist with the left hand and moving over to the left side. A nice big side stretch. Try to keep the hips in place, not too forward or back while you're doing so. And then inhale up, switch the grip of the hands, and slowly move over to the right side. Reaching over. If you remember your bandhas, keep the bandhas alive, the belly tucked in slightly to support the lower back, the pelvic floor lifted. And then from there, slowly coming back up, release the hands slowly down. Good. Shake it away, shake awake, awake, a shake, a shake, a bake, a wake, a make, a wake, a shake, wake. Good. We're going to move to some Qigong twist. So twisting, tapping your lower back, tapping the kidney area, awakening the lymph system. Move your head with your twists. Consider even breathing. And back to center. Good. We're going to do some Kapalabhati, some breath of fire. So bend the knees a little bit here. And whenever you're ready, we're going to start to inhale and go. Sharp exhales with the nose. Belly pulls in with every exhale. We're strengthening the legs as we bend the knees. Keep it going. Try to really make sure you're pulling the belly strongly in every time. More important than how fast you go. Quality over quantity. Good. Take a break. Come up. Maybe arms up over the head. And slow exhale, hands to the heart. Wonderful, everybody. We are going to do this one more time. This time with a little bit of arm movement, almost funny. We're going to do boxing-like movements. So as you're doing your sharp exhales, it may even be more like Bastrika than Kapalabhati. You're going to bend the knees, lift the arms, and there we go. As I'm going to go, I'm going to exhale and boom. Exhale, boom, 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 boom. So go ahead and join me. Join us. Bend the knees as much as comfortable for you. Keep doing sharp exhales with the movement, both strengthening the body and the breathing system. Keep it up, keep it up, keep breathing, stay focused. If you can, lower the hips a tiny bit more. Breathe, 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 maybe even smile. We're almost there, almost there. Just a bit more, don't give up, I know. This is the time where we do the best when we're getting a bit tired. And inhale fully. Hold, 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 hold. Exhale, release. Just stay here for a moment. Let yourself calm, relax, balance. You can keep your eyes closed for another moment. Great. Here we go. So the next thing we're going to do is the first vinyasa of Surya Namaskar 8. We're going to do a few times just Yekam, and then we'll add until Trini. So finding a good strong Samastitihi, and with an inhale, slowly arms come up, gaze follows. Exhale, slow and steady, hands back to the heart. Full movement, full breath. Slowly releasing the hands down, and inhale, coming all the way up. Arms touch at the end of the inhale. Exhale, slow and steady, hands to the heart, and keep exhaling, lowering the hands all the way down. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, slowly. Gaze follows the hands as they come down to the heart and back down. We're going to now do Yekam, Dway, and Trini, back to Dway, and all the way back up again. So inhale, arms up over the head, look up. Exhale, slowly forward fold all the way down, release the head. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold again, slow and steady all the way down. Inhale, come all the way up. Come up, arms over the head. And exhale, hands back to the heart. Great, lowering the hands down. Inhale, arms up over the head, gaze up, Yekam. Dway, exhale, forward fold all the way down. Empty the breath. Trini, inhale, lengthen the spine if you need to bend the knees. And exhale, forward fold back to Dway. Inhale all the way up to Yekam. And exhale, hands to the heart. Great. We're going to move from here to do some warriors. So we're going to do it from standing, and we're going to step the left foot back, so the right knee is forward, bending towards 90 degrees. The hips move forward. You'll feel the left hip moving forward. You're lowering in the hips, keeping the bandhas in, and reach the arms up over the head. Keep space between the shoulder blades, so it's an external rotation of the shoulders. Hips keep going down. Belly is tucked in to support you. And if it's okay, bring the hands together, and then a little back bend, bending the elbows, reaching the arms back. So we're opening the shoulders, the chest, and we are breathing all the while. Inhale, arms back up to the sky, and exhale, bring them to the heart. We're going to twist over to the right side, so the right arm goes behind you. Try to keep the spine tall as you look back and open the right shoulder further back. Optional, take the left arm up and over. This will add a back bend to the twist, so only do this if your spine feels good. If your lower back is hurting, maybe skip the upper arm. And again, keep twisting all the while, not just back bending. Inhale through the warrior one, arms up over the head. Exhale, hands to the heart and belly tucked in. We're going to step it forward and release down. We're going to go for warrior one, stepping the right foot back. Well, good news, there's always second side. Adjust the hips moving forward, bend in the front knee, lowering down, deepening the lunge, keeping your bandhas alive, your breath alive. And here we go, arms up over the head. Take the gaze up, look up. Keep sinking the hips as much as you can. Keep feeling the right hip moving forward. And then reach the arms way, way, way up. And from there, we're going to begin to bend the elbows. So reach the hands behind the head so you can open up your shoulders, armpits, and feeling of a little bit of a back bend. Breathing here. Take care of your back by keeping the belly tucked in. Inhale, raise the arms up. And exhale, bring them back to the heart. Going into the twist. So you have the right hand on the left front leg and the other hand goes behind you. Looking back, staying in the twist or taking the right arm up over the head for a little bit of a back bend in the twist. Breathing. Inhale, back through the warrior. Exhale, hands to the heart and step it forward. Release back into Samasthiti. Shake it away and let's prepare. We're going for some more warriors. This time we're going to again step the left foot back, right foot forward for the warrior one. Keep the gaze at the right hand, the hips low. Feel your warrior and exhale, open up warrior two. Try to feel your warrior without looking at your body. You can move a bit your hips forward, back, sink a little bit in the front knee. Feel the arms without looking at them. You'll probably get it pretty right. Of course, breathing the entire time. Feel the energy from the arms while the shoulders stay relaxed. Another deep breath here. And then reach forward, right palm up, reverse the warrior. Keep it a side stretch. Try to keep the right knee moving towards the right side so it's not collapsing. And inhale, coming back up to the warrior two and into extended side angle, Utthita Parshva Konasana. The right arm, we decided no floor, so we have the right forearm on the leg, left arm over the head. But if you want to take the arm to the ground, you're welcome to. Keep opening the heart space towards the sky. Breathing. Inhale, coming back up to warrior two. Straightening the front leg. If you want, you can shorten the distance between the feet. Reach forward and go down for Utthita Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm up over the head. If you can, gaze up towards the sky. If it's uncomfortable, look down. Inhale, coming back up to warrior two. And exhale, step it forward and release. No chaturanga, yay! Life is so good. Shake away your hands a bit. This is great, right? We decided today to be on the sand and not to get dirty. So that's our way. Stepping the right foot back into warrior one, second side. Again, finding a good warrior, finding your breath, and with an exhale, open warrior two. Your gaze stays forward at the left hand. Legs are energetic. The bandhas are active. You feel the pelvic floor in, and the belly comes in and up. Arms powerful, shoulders relaxed. The gaze is steady over the left arm, the left hand, further away, of course. Reaching forward and reverse the warrior. Keep breathing, keep stretching the side of the body. Don't go into a back bend. Inhale, come back up to Warrior 2, and through the Warrior 2 into extended side angle, Utthita Parshva Konasana. Remember to breathe. Reach the right arm over the head if you haven't. Inhale, coming back up, Warrior 2, and straightening the left leg. We are going for Utthita Trikonasana. Rooting through the feet, keeping the upper arm energetic towards the sky. Again, the pelvic floor lifted. Feel how you're opening the heart space and maybe even the right hip a little more up towards the sky. And more than anything, breathe and find steadiness in the mind. Inhale, coming up, Warrior 2, and step it forward. Release down, Samastitihi. Great, shake it away a little bit. We're going to go here for the Prasarita Paduttanasana. You can open to any side that feels good for you. I'll be opening to face Kasha, and she's opening to face me. Lovely. We're going to take one long Prasarita here with a few variations. So you can take the one that feels right for you. I'm going to take D, holding the toes. Kasha is going to take A with the hands down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, forward fold. You can either take the toes or just the ankles if you don't want to touch the floor. And if you do, Kasha's taken A, she's taken the hands to the sand. Head down. If you need more space for the head, just dig in the sand and create more space. While you're here, just stay and breathe, finding your Prasarita Paduttanasana. Bandhas are active, breath alive, and your mind is steady on the breath. Try to really surrender into gravity, and then lengthen halfway up. We're going for a twist here, so we're going to take the right arm towards the left leg, and the left hand will come up onto the sacrum. We're going to twist from here, opening your left shoulder up towards the sky. Feel free to stay here. This may be already intense plenty. If you'd like to wrap the left arm behind the back towards the inner right thigh, you're welcome to do so. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, twisting to the other side. Lengthen, and again, finding your variation. Either the hand stays on the hips, on the sacrum, or wraps behind the back. Inhale, coming back to center, lengthen the spine, and then come all the way up. You can come up with knees bent, and great. We're going to come and do another kind of variation. We're going towards goddess, so you may want to narrow your stance a bit. Bend the knees and start to lower the hips as deeply as you can. I'm bouncing a bit to warm up the legs and the hips further, and then even moving the knees from side to side to strengthen the hips, the legs, and to warm up the hips further. Then go ahead and bend one elbow, it doesn't really matter, and twist kind of to one side with the hands on the knees, and to the other side. After you've done both sides, to warm up the spine even further, lift the arms up, elbows shoulder height. Happy goddess! I know you can't really see me with the sun blaring all behind, but you can smile at this beautiful sun. Keep the hips low, keep the arms up at the shoulder height, and relax the face. Really become a joyful goddess. Almost like your eyes are smiling. If there's room, lower the hips a bit lower. If you want extra challenge, lift the heels off the ground. Wow. Stay with it. Stay with it. We're almost there. Keep the hips low. And release. Straighten the legs. Wow, good job. Come on forward. Shake your legs a bit. Whew, very nice job, everybody. I am proud of you. Beautiful. We are now going into the Parshvottanasana. We're going to step the left foot back, so your right foot is forward, facing forward, taking the hands behind the back, reverse namaste. If you can't hold the reverse namaste, just hold the elbows. Inhale, lengthen, and with an exhale, fold. Lengthen the spine, try to reach the gaze slightly forward towards the toes, the drishti, the gaze. Keep the bandhas alive and the breath alive. We're going for revolved triangles, so the left hand comes down either to the leg somewhere or to the outside of the right foot and twisting open to the right. Either keep the right hand on the hip or take it up to the sky for the full Parivrita Trikonasana. Keep breathing. Keep the bandhas really activated to support your lower back so that you're steady, especially in the transition out. Inhale as you come up. Bring the left knee forward and release down. We're going to step the right foot back. So now you have the left foot forward. Retake the hands behind the back. Again, reverse namaste. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, slowly forward fold. Try to bring the palms of your hands a little closer together, the elbows a little up towards the sky. And extra activation of the bandhas before we go for the twist. And then into the twist. We're going to release the right hand towards the left leg or to the outside of the left foot, somewhere around there. Open the left shoulder to the sky and maybe the left arm up to the sky, or keep it on the sacrum. Now, really, you're twisting strongly from the thoracic spine, from the upper spine, while trying to keep the hips square, same as they were in Parshvottanasana. Breathing. Sometimes it's hard to stay steady when you're looking up at the sky and if there's nothing to really focus on, if it's a lot of blue. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Step it to the front and release. Samastitihi. Beautiful. Shake your arms if you need to. And we are heading now to a series of standing balancing poses. We're going to start with tree. So rooting down. We're going to lift the right foot up towards the inner left thigh. And Vrikshasana. The hands are at the heart. You are welcome to stay here with the hands at the heart and breathe and focus. This is wonderful. Just keep the standing leg micro bent or take the arms up over the head. If you want extra challenge, of course, you can look up. But stay here is great. Keep the shoulders soft and relaxed. Stay present. Keep breathing. It's extra hard outside with wind, with sand underneath the foot that's not stable. And slowly bring the hands to the heart, right knee forward, and we are going right for a twist. So keep the right knee in the air, take the left hand to the right knee, and open the right arm behind you. You can either straighten the front leg, but I think if you're not on a steady ground, it's challenging enough. And if you have to look into the sun, that's even more challenging. And come back to front, release. Great. Good news, everybody. We are going to do the second side. So here we go. Getting ready, lifting up the left foot this time towards the inner thigh. Finding your Vrikshasana, your tree pose. Hands are at the heart, breath, and then optional, the arms go up to the sky or not. The gaze is steady. Don't lock the standing leg, please. Calmness. Beautiful. Bring the head from here towards the twist, so hands come back to the heart. Left knee forward, right hand to the left knee, and slowly opening the left arm behind you. If available, take the gaze back behind you. Otherwise, that's okay. Stay as you are. The breath. Nice. Slowly coming back to center and release down. Great. Shake it away. Moving here to a few more standing balancing poses. We're going to do a combo. The first part will be cappuccino pose or standing figure 4. And from there, we're going to transition into the eagle, Garudasana, and wrapping the arm and the leg, and I'll guide us as we go through it. Okay? So let's see how we do. We're going to come and find again your stability, your groundedness, really feel your roots. Lift the right leg up on top of the left thigh and lower the hips back and down, so there's no pressure on the standing leg. Keep the heart space lifted, hands at the heart, lower the hips just a bit more if you can. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, slowly start to come up and slide the leg over. Maybe it can wrap all the way around, maybe it cannot, not super crucial. We're going to take the right arm under the left and lift the elbows up as the hips go down. So there's a sense of lengthening in the spine while we do this pose. And go ahead, release the legs, release the hands, shake it away a little bit. Maybe smile because you know that there is a second side. Here we go. Shaking some sand off and lifting the left leg into the figure 4. It's over the thigh, close to the knee. The hips go back and down, so we're doing a standing balancing pose while opening the hips at the same time. Keep the heart space lifted. Hands are at the heart. Breathing. Slowly straightening the leg and going for the wrap, for the eagle. Well, you're not actually straightening all the way in order to make the wrap. Left arm underneath the right. Hips stay as low as is reasonable for you. Elbows lift a bit higher. Opening the shoulders, the chest. And release. Good. Release it down. Move your legs a bit. Shake it away. Fantastic, everybody. From now, shake your hands, shake everything away. We are going for our back bends. So we got to really shake everything that happened so far. And our back bends we're going to do standing. So it's an interesting thing, but you're going to have to really use your bandhas, meaning pull the belly in, and the hips will move forward as we're going to lift the chest and lean back. We'll do a few. We'll start with hands on the hips. And from here, really feel the chest lifting, the sternum lifting as much as you can. The belly up, the chest up. You're really lengthening the spine, and then you start to go back. So as you're going back, keep having the hips moving forward. And just go as far as is reasonable for you. We're just warming up. The chest is lifted. You can keep the gaze forward. Feet are about hip width apart. Maybe you're going a little deeper now. See how that feels, and come up, release. Let's take a little forward fold. Maybe bend the knees a bit, hold the elbows, release the head. Just hang here. This is a nice standing forward fold to release the back bend. But like good back bends, you can never just do one. So let's come back up and get ready for number 2. By all means, you can repeat what we just did now. That is wonderful. Keep the hands on the hips, lift the chest, and go back as far as you can. We're going to do it this time with the hands at the heart. So there's going to be a lot more pressure on the back. So really do this only if you're open with your back bend strong. Otherwise, keep them at the hips. You really want to feel the engagement of your core, the lifting of the belly, the lengthening, the lifting of the chest. We're going to eventually bend the knees a bit. And go for a little deeper back bend. So you're going to start with the hands at the heart space, lifting, 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 really lengthen, and start to lean back. Every inhale feels almost like you're lengthening a bit, and with the exhale, you are deepening your back bend. Go slow, there's no need to rush, and you may need to bend the knees here a little bit, move the hips forward to balance so you don't fall back. Go as far as this feels reasonable for you, and really remember to breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, come back up. Woof, good job. Forward fold. Hold the elbows, release. These back bends can be really intense because unlike when we're on the ground pushing up, this is similar to what we do in Kapotasana or in Camel, where we really are with gravity moving back and gravity is pulling us, so it's intense. We still have a couple more, so pace yourself. The next one, right, the first one was hands at the hips, the second one was hands at the heart, and the next one we're going to do is hands will go over the head, which means that will add a lot of leverage, a lot more weight. I beg you, don't do this if you don't have drop backs or if your back bends are really not very strong. This can be intense. So it's okay to repeat any of the ones we did before. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, and exhale, start to go back. Hands are either on the hips or if they're at the heart, that's great. And you find kind of your maximum place where you're very steady. And if you are taking the arms overhead, go really slow because you don't want to go too fast and fall back. That's why I said better if you have drop backs. You're kind of holding the half drop back. And inhale, coming up, release, and take a forward fold. In all reality, holding this halfway is super efficient. It really opens the back. But I find it actually more intense than going all the way down because you're really hanging at your kind of deepest level. So, good job, everybody. We're going to do another set of half and half, just to kind of deepen but not go more intense. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the right arm up and we're going to go kind of stretching the side of the body, but also going into a back bend. So here we go. We're going to lift again, lengthen, take the right arm up. Start with going sideways a bit, and you really may want to just stay here with the sideways. Some of you will opt for going for the back bend as well. So you have one arm over the head, the belly is lifted, legs are strong. The other hand can be on the other back leg. And then with breath, inhale, coming all the way up, release the hand down. We still have the second side. So lifting up, stretching the side of the body as much as you can, keeping the belly in, and start to go sideways, stop, or add going back. Your choice. Remember, the chest is lifting all the while. Don't just collapse into your lower back. Don't collapse into L4-5. Breathe. It's hard to breathe here, I know. Do your best through the nose, and then with an inhale, you're going to start to make your way back up and release. Whew, good job. Really nice, everybody. Let's take another forward fold. Really bend the knees as much as you need to in order to gently come down. Hold the elbows. Make sure your head is released. You can keep the knees bent, just releasing these intensities. Really, really nice work. It's just fantastic to know that you can do these back bends without being on the floor. No matter what, your wrists are hurting. This is a really great option. Love it. Slowly coming up. Take your time, roll up. Once you're up, release. We're going to do some twisting standing. So hands are on the hips. Twist to the left as much as you can. Twist, 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 twist. And breathe there. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist to the other side. Really twist deeply. Breathing and inhale back to center. Fantastic. Right, so we need to do a bit more forward folding, and we're going to do something that will be hands behind the head, rounding. But I think it could be better if we'll do it from a squat. If you cannot squat, just do it standing. If you can, lower down to a squat. So clasp the hands behind the head and allow yourself to round the back. And with the extra weight of the arms, you're going to deepen the forward fold. Like I said, you can do this standing. It's fine. It will still help release the back. If you're squatting, you can try and fold yourself in between your knees and breathing, of course. Just really allow yourself to melt in this pose. Slowly, as you're going to come up, you're going to release the hands, start to straighten up and come all the way back to standing. So while we're here standing, we're going to go and do a forward fold. We'll start the same way with holding the elbows for a few breaths. You can stay there, or you can hold the legs like toes behind the legs, or even if you like prasarita, like you can clasp the hands behind the back and let them fall over the head, both opening the shoulders and the back. What a lovely way as we head towards finishing. Really surrender and let the mind be kind of empty, really releasing everything from the thoughts, from the mind. A sense of calming, coming into peace. Bend the knees, slowly coming all the way back up to standing. And release. So we're not going to take shavasana because I told you we're going to do everything standing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take kind of a standing focusing, a standing shavasana, if you will. Right? So we're going to just feel the ground, we're going to feel the hips, and we're going to just stand here for a little while with a sense of really connecting to the earth and letting everything else just release. Okay? So find a comfortable standing place, release the hands by the side, and just be. You can either close the eyes or lower them. Relax the shoulders down. Feet are apart. You're aware of your breath. And there's a sense of peace and calmness that comes on to you. Awareness of the energy in and around the body. A sense of stillness. You're welcome to stay here for a while or even lay down and take shavasana if you can. We're going to say thank you for you practicing with us this interesting, fun practice. And hopefully you will like, subscribe, and really share this with others until we meet again. Namaste.